EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
January when you are.
I understand the frustration that John Gruden has, especially with the harshness of the penalty. Now, yesterday, when I was on the show, we talked about it, and I said Montez Burfict shouldn't be allowed back in the league. I have to curtail that, and sometimes in television, we got to you got to pivot when you find out more information when you do things. The NFL is supposed to look at this as an isolated situation, even though they did. I understand that this penalty for some other guy wouldn't have been for the rest of the season, but it's our job where we sit
Waiting! Check 45, come on! Hey, boss! Push him back! Check three!
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
57. Check 53, Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Let's go.
Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Freeman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, Jim.
Now it's Ryan.
Damn!
Rush coming in. He's taken down.
Damn!
Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Watch the run, watch the run. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, express.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Damn!
Team, and it's intercepted.
That hurt.
Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Back. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, they run with Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Hey, Steve, sit. Y'all playing the wrong football. Let's go. Hey, we got 74. You can't block me.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz.
Oh, come on. What kind of bad reaction is that?
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Come on.
They go counter with Howard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wentz bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Brandon, perfect defense
something was going on there a little bit more than what it was.
Incompletion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
damn.
To
Oh,
the
you
goal
dropped it.
line, but it's incomplete.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, for me, that's a good drive.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Ryan.
God damn,
Will
Nick.
not get the
What
connection
the
there.
fuck?
It's incomplete. With that
That
incompletion, we
motherfucker-
step
what the
league-wide for a
fuck?
second. I want to discuss Saquon Barkley's
That's
injury.
bullshit,
Obviously, that
man.
hurts
Come
the
on,
Giants, who
man.
are having a
You can't hold
quarterback
the stream
change.
like
and
that.
Daniel Jones looked good, but they're going to need Saquon Barkley in that backfield.
In a big way, not just as a runner, obviously, but his ability to catch the ball in the backfield, make plays in open space. 4 to 8 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Horrible news, not just for the Giants, but how about fantasy football?
Pressure comes, and
Wow,
down he goes.
this
The Eagles
dude.
get there for the sack. Fletcher
God.
Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
That motherfucker.
With it is Jackson.
Really?
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Wentz. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well, they took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
Mike, who do my come?
On third down, this is Howard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Falcons let's go. At their own 15-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan.
Come on, I am so sick of this dropping shit, man. It's getting worse. Julio Jones, man, come on.
I remembered an expression.
It's fucking worse with this shit.
Maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways. Might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than
Bullshit.
done.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch two.
Here's Ryan to throw.
Come on!
Be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Fletcher Cox giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch out. Check nine.
Now Howard. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Check on the other side. Solid, solid. Check. Crunch.
They'll try and run for it. Absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. Jordan unable to get to that imaginary yellow
Let's
line.
go.
And the Falcons defense stands
Let's
tall. They'll get the
fucking
football
go.
back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. 120. Great. Other side. Solid.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ram. Kill. Check 99. Check.
Running with Howard. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas.
Come on.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Nice man. I'm on. Kill.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Defense wins championships, baby. Hey, orbit. 45 to Mike. 45 to
The final shot before half for Wentz. Steps away to his left. He's got a first down and
this
then
game is so
some
fucked
inside
up,
the 40.
man.
So
You know, because the guy is standing there, right? And he's letting the guy run by. He's not even trying to run. He runs after he passes the dude and shit. This is some bullshit. Right after he passes the dude, now he decides to run after the quarterback.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift.
To throw again, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They got to go up with the defender.
Catch the motherfuckers.
And find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
It's getting worse and
this
worse with
offense
this
in
bullshit.
Desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Here's Jackson to return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
He hands the ball to the running back. The running back has the ball. Then he comes back. The quarterback comes down with the ball.
What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He passed the running back had the ball. It had the ball. And then when he got sacked, the quarterback had the ball.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 4th down.
Let's get it.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Look at this shit. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. I'm not on aggressive. I'm not on aggressive. I am not on aggressive.
I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up.
The fuck, man? This is garbage. Fucking A1 garbage. A1 fucking garbage, man.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
This is bullshit, man. Fucking bullshit.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Howard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Go. 120. Rip left.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked it.
I'm gonna challenge that play. I can't challenge it.
To the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Why the fuck can't I challenge that fucking play?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll give to Howard. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st, they go right back to Howard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
82.
Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Just letting the ball get
that
right
was the
there.
9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
This don't make no fucking sense, man.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Go, great.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And Jeffrey's got it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Wentz to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Sunday!
Play action. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. Runs over him. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And the tight end Luke Stocker was the target. And now it's 2nd down.
50 seconds to Mike. Hey, South. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Hey, check.
Throwing again. Ryan. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 37. Check 30. Hey, Tuesday. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Lucky.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go play action here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
X3. 218. Chopper. 36. Hey, 59. Ready. 24.
Out of the gun. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation.
What the
In this
fuck
case,
is he
though,
getting
I
to
think
be
he's got
like
to make a
this for?
decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Oh, fucking real, man. Fucking bullshit. I'm not playing. I'm finished with this bullshit.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Suck my fucking dick.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the playoff in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. Pack man. 280. I'm trying to collect. 81.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and
10. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 14, 82, 14. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, Haywood. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45 to Mike. 45.
Wentz now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got